Hello, YouTube. How are y'all doing today? Let me make sure my audio is all good. Let me know if I'm coming through crackly. Sometimes that happens. I just have to restart my audio. Let me know if it's all messed up. How you doing on this fine, what is it? Thursday night? I can't keep track of the days anymore. So many new things every single day. Last night we played, last night on Omli's stream. If you missed it, we played with AnimateDiff. We learned how AnimateDiff works. We did some crazy stuff by taking footage of Omli and then turning it into animation, which was really cool. It worked pretty good. Found the pain points, and then we tried to apply IP adapters. It kind of worked. Anyway, you can watch the whole stream. It's on her YouTube channel. Let's figure it out. At the YouTube, let's figure it out. Let me get the link for y'all. There we go. Where is her page? I was just there last night. Oh, I think that's it. There it is. All right, there's the link, and yeah, follow Omli, and she does stuff a lot like I do. She just kind of finds a problem and tries to solve it live on stream, and yeah, it's pretty fun. And she's cool, and she's really good at figuring things out and bringing in people and making it happen. So yeah, follow Let's Figure It Out, and follow me, and like and smash all the buttons and all the things. Just smash the hell out of them. All right. So yeah, last night we did that, and then after the stream, I hopped on one of my little AI Hangout channels, and we started nerding out over LCM, which is the latent consistency models. Synthesizing high-resolution images with few-step inference. So what you need to know is somebody figured out how to get 768 by 768 images in 2 to 4 steps. That's wild, considering most samplers don't converge till 10, 15 steps, maybe higher, and, 4 steps. And I'll show you how fast it is, but it's fast. I mean, it's stupid fast. And it's also possible to do this on a Mac now. You can get these pardon me. You can get these LCMs working on a Mac. If you have an M1, M2 CPU, like a new MacBook or a iMac or whatever, I'm getting reports of people getting image generation in less than a second on a Mac, which is really cool. Really cool. So yeah, let's hop right into it. Mine are already out of date. I installed them last night, and I think they're already out of date. So let's update all. But if you were to install these nodes, all you would do is go here and type in latent consistency. And it's this here by 0x bitches. Latent consistency model for ComfyUI. That's the plugin that will probably be updating right now. So let's update ComfyUI. And let's update all, and we'll watch the little stream. Oh, that's the Blender one. There we go. Update error on motion diff. That's not good. Oh, it's updating like every single one of my... Damn. I think it works on the regular M1s. Might be faster on the Pros. I think it just works on Apple Silicon in general. I might be wrong about that, though. Yes, it is very fast, but it is very limited. But also, we're getting access to different... I'll show you in a sec. We got there's an advanced sampler now that has clip access, so we get some more models for LCM, and it should be pretty cool. I'm really excited at the prospect of generating like animations really quickly. Okay, so we're all good to go. We're gonna restart. Did I do that already? No. Let's restart ComfyUI. Yeah, I don't know consumption. I haven't tried it on a an M1 yet. My MacBook is Intel, so I'm out of play on that. But maybe someone with an M1 can test it and let me know. I'm curious myself. Okay, we got all of our stuff. Let's have a look at LCM nodes. Yes, from last night we only had the LCM sampler and the LCM image-to-image sampler. But today I go and update and we have an LCM sampler advanced and an LCM image-to-image sampler advanced. So let's just start with the LCM sampler. You're going to laugh. This is the node tree. Cute dog sitting on a bench in a park in November. Autumn leaves. That's good. Let's try that. So, one image, 8 CFG 8, 4 steps. Run it. So let's go 768 by 768. Let's do 4 images. So as you can see, that's pretty fast. And by pretty fast, I mean holy cow. And they're not all great, you know? Like some of them are absolute nightmare fuel. But to get that, let's do 9. Uh, 24 gigs of VRAM. So this is a 3090. But yeah, not a lot of these are great, you know. So like, I guess, you know, there's a big trade-off. I was noticing with more steps, you get, you know, better results. So jeez. Well, I hate all of those. That one's kind of cute. He knows what you did. That dog is judgy. Very judgy. All right. That's the image sampler. Let's try the image-to-image sampler. And we'll use a load image. Mr. Bean. So let's go 768 by 768. Let's just do four steps. We're going 50-50 with the prompt and the image. So who do we want to see Mr. Bean as? That's right, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Let's try and make this more visible for everybody. All right, here we go. So that's at 50%. If we go down closer to like 15%, we're going to get more Mr. Bean. And then the more we go up, we're going to get more Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So you can literally just play with this slider and hit the button until you find the exact mix of the two people you want to. It's pretty fast. It's like hipster Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I know. It looks like the stream's in time lapse. Faster one is SSD 1B. Oh, really? Oh, nice. Yeah, I think these high speed LCM things, they're very useful for very quick iteration. But yeah, like you're saying, they're not quite as controllable as the the regular stuff. All right. So yeah, I mean, that image to image is just crazy. But as you can see, there's definitely some problems with the with the generations. They don't look super awesome. They look better at full strength without the image to image, honestly. Well, maybe not these. Looks like Vin Diesel. Crazy. All right, cool. I'm still marveling at the speed. Like it's ridiculous. Okay. Yes. Next workflow. I want to try out their new advanced sampler. So let's plug this in here, and we have conditioning, which means I think we're gonna try something that's probably not gonna work, but we're gonna try it anyway. I just want a simple prompt schedule. There it is. No, not schedule, just the prompt. Is that it? No, that's text. I need the clip. Ah, there it is. Oh, it doesn't take positive and negative. Interesting. And conditioning is not the same as a clip. Okay. All right. Let's try this hot dog bun. $768. Dun, 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 dun. Interesting. I thought I could do it without looking at the thing, but I gotta look at the thing. Oh, we can load clips? What is a... How do... What? What was that? What's runway clip.safe tensors? Hello? This is interesting. Does that come with it, maybe? Anyone ever seen that clip file before? I've never seen that before. Huh. Bummer. Okay, so where's the other one? I just need one of these clip files. What is this? What is LCM clip.safe tensors? Can you save a clip? Can you save a clip space? Is that what they're doing here? I don't understand. I'm so confused. Is there like a separate clip model? Look it up in the IP adapter extension. Oh, good call. Yeah, IP. You think it's in there? Think I can just use this one? I already have this one. YOLO, let's try it. That's Blender. That's later. All right, Comfy. Close all these other tabs because I am confused. So we're gonna load a clip. Clip loader. Okay, so I don't think I have any clip files. Comfy models clip. So it's not clip vision, it's just clip. Where do I get a clip model? Walmart, obviously. I feel like none of this is right. I want to know what a clip model is. Or where to get one. Oh, can I get one from the manager, the model thing? Oh, these are clip vision. Unclip. This is all clip vision. Just want a regular clip. I might be too dumb for this. GitHub. That's so weird. Question, then if I go to... Runway clip.save tensors. You think? I feel like it's got to be different. Does anyone know? Is this the one I'm using? I don't even know. Huh. Latent consistency. Yeah, that's a bummer. I wish I could figure out what those clip things are. That's super interesting. Runway clip.save tensors. Oh. Oh, rough. Okay. That's funny. I was hoping maybe he'd drop the models, but I guess not. Yeah, that's weird. Wish I knew what a clip model was or where to get one. Hmm. Clip models? Whoa. Should I just get the one that has the most downloads? I have no idea which one to get. How big is this one? Well, here we go. So that'll be. Just gonna grab this. Comfy models clip paste. What do you say, Comfy? Refresh. Hey, all right. Let's turn me into a hot dog bun already. Jeez, what's the holdup? Oh no, that just fails hard. That's not it. That's it. Oh wait, it's working. It's just broken, right? Yeah, it's just totally broken. Why? It's just not a valid clip. Could try a different one. This one seems like it would make the most sense because it's based on LAI on. What's the most downloads? That one, okay. Bass? I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, dog meme right now. Latent isn't plugged in, is it? Yeah, you know, that might help because we're literally just previewing the friggin' just previewing the image over and over again, which would explain why it's, you know, not doing anything. Yeah, that's a pretty good call. That's a pretty good call. We should probably, you know, VAE decode this latent. Might be the move. I feel so stupid right now. All right, let's go. We also need a VAE. Yeah, VAE loader, of course. Why is it always the opposite of what you think it is? Okay, let's. This is probably gonna work like way better, right? Hey. I mean, that looks just like me, right? Let's turn this guy into a hot dog. Ooh. Yeah, it's a really weird hot dog, but it looks just like me. Oh, yeah. That's way better. Look at those teeth. God, I just hate the hell out of that. And then we're just straight hot dog. That's fantastic. All right, so we got our clip. We got our thing. So now my question is... There's no way we can use ControlNet, right? Would it matter? We don't have to use image. Okay, let's do uh, depth. Depth. Right. Will that work to plug it into both? Maybe. Oh yeah, we should probably load the ControlNet. ControlNet loader. Advanced? Yeah. No, the regular one. Depth. Yeah, oh, you already plugged in? All right. Whoa. Interesting. ControlNet works with LCM? No, it does not. Not even a little bit. Okay. So it doesn't do anything. Is it because there's no negative? I don't think so. I think it's just straight up broken. Yeah, I guess. But I can't even plug it in to the... We don't want any nude hot dogs. It's completely ignoring the the ControlNet, which is at strength of 4. So, well, I was curious. All right, cool. Hot dog bun, but no hot dog. All right. Can you combine conditioning? No, not like that. Nah, it's supposed to have 2 inputs, so it only has a positive input, I think. But it's cool. I guess you could use different clip engines. I don't think LoRa's work because like the checkpoint's not even loading. Like the checkpoint loads in Python, so like I got nowhere to even plug the LoRa into. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Can you do 1024 by 1024? I think the upper limit's 768. Yeah. Yes. Let's do video to video. Let's turn me into a hot dog bun in real time. Do I have a video of me? No, I don't. So let me look at that workflow. Latent from batch, then decode, then combine. Latent from batch. Okay. Length is 96. Latent from batch, latent. Image decoder. That's fine. Title get. Oh, it's a film. 2x. All right, cool. 24, and then you're gonna be LCM. A lot of work to see that this won't even work, but let's see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna grab 96 frames from a scene from. Let's do 768, and we'll go two men arguing in a courtroom, and we'll try Disney Pixar. Let's try that. And we'll try the You Can't Handle the Truth scene from A Few Good Men. This site up here is just a film interpolator to make some smooth footage. Basically, it figures out the frame count. It grabs the first frame and the last frame and interpolates them together here. And then it interpolates that with the entire animation at the end, and then puts that all together. And so you get, even if your clip doesn't loop, this will make it loop, basically. All right, let's all marvel at how ridiculously fast this is, right? We're doing 96 frames. Oh. Oh, good call. Yeah. Let me try that. That's in the gear, right? Wait. Oh, that's just the big block grid. I see. Is there a way to disable that? Disable that background thing, maybe? It'd be nice to not see that grid. Doesn't look like it. Bummer. Oh, really? Neat. Well, that's trippy. Kind of back to deform style flickering now. It's fast as hell, though. The interpolation is actually kind of nauseating. Let's change that again because I think I changed it back. I don't think it changes the actual. Bummer. ControlNet doesn't work. We just tried it. Yeah. Is there like an even darker? No. I wonder if that's something I can actually edit in the template itself. I'll have to look at it later. Maybe I could turn all these colors to the same color or something. Well, that's crazy. Okay, so that was at prompt strength 50. So let's try like prompt strength 25. I can't believe how fast that is. So if we have all the input frames and we're not doing the deform thing where we're mixing the two frames together, why can't we parallelize this and like rotoscope footage with just as much GPU power as you can muster, doing huge batches of images and then just stitching them together on the back end? I think with 2 GPUs you could get... No, maybe not 2. Well, I don't know actually, because I don't know how many of these you can do at the same time. If you had like 3 of these GPUs doing 3 4090s doing batches of 12, could you get 12 FPS rotoscoping in real time? Probably. It'd be a ballet to sequence all those files and get them where they need to be, but whew. Yeah, where's Nin? This is what we need Nin on. It's interesting. It really looks like a paint over or something. It's cool. I wonder how long that clip is. Let's try 240. Rick. Do, 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 do. All right, let's try 240 frames. I'm just curious. Go away, Blender. I can't believe. And we're probably using like no. Yeah, I'm under 7 gigs of VRAM and I'm streaming. I don't even know how fast these frames are generating because they're not causing the ticker to go up over 1 second. It's like 2 to 3 frames per second here I'm generating on my 3090. I bet it's way faster on a 4090. Are you still here, Matisse? Can you do this workflow? I want to know. I want to know how many frames you can rip into a preview. I'll send you the workflow. Inquiring minds want to know. I feel like just loading the image into the memory right now is a bottleneck too. Here, save LCM vid to vid. This should work if you just install missing nodes if you don't already have the LCM stuff installed, but I'm going to send you the workflow I'm using right now. Oh, nice. Interpolation to the open pose stuff. Bang bang. Comfy currently using 11% of my memory. That's interesting. I never thought to interpolate open pose footage before running it through, but I like that idea a lot. Yeah, because like if you generate it, because there's a guy, Toy XYZ, he's got a thing on his Gumroad where you can come on, brain. It's a rig for Blender that looks just like the open pose thing, so you can just put it on your character and then record perfect open pose animations because it's Blender and it's not flickering because it's like it just renders it like it's a in the engine. So you can get perfect like motion and stuff in the open pose by using like Mixamo animations and stuff like that. Here we go. 240 frames at double speed. Yeah. So 480 frames of film. If we were going to run out of VRAM, this would be the time. So it's using 18 gigabytes to decode this this batch. This step right here, this VAE decode step, doesn't matter how much VRAM you use when you generate. This is the beast right here when it stitches it all together and spits it all out for you. Because we weren't even touching 6 gigs to do the generation, and now look, we're almost at 18 gigabytes of VRAM just to stitch it together. This will probably take a while. He seems angry. Is that done? No. Just waiting on this interpolation to finish. I mean, because it's so image to image, the lip syncing works great. Was the clip model necessary? Yeah. Without the clip model, feeding it conditioning does nothing. I think my computer just blipped there when it was doing the film dump. How it's combining the film animation. There we go. Pretty cool. Why do I feel like people are going to use this to like gently mess up video clips to get past copyright problems on YouTube in the future? You know what I mean? Like, you know how like people mess up footage with like just like a little bit of VHS noise or whatever to try to get around the filters? I feel like this is going to be the next one. Because it's so fast. So like, I didn't need to do 280 frames at once. There's no benefit to having a giant batch, right? Like if I was smart, what I would do is break this batch up into a bunch of 96 frame batches so that the decoding process doesn't take quite as long. And just stitch them together at the end, because we're not getting anything from the frame before, like in Deforum, so there's no benefit to doing it all in one big shot like this. It's a really interesting way to break up the process. But, you know, as a result, that's why it's so flickery, because it's a new dream every frame, you know? That being said, is it possible to feed the last frame generated in as the image-to-image image, but in a way that's batchable, not something? Because I did last night where I like chained like 8 of them and just ran the same image-to-image through 8 times, and it just overly stylized things. But like different frames with the frame before it mixed with the new frame, that's essentially Deforum. You know, to form with less steps. Make it so, Matisse. I just pose problems and Matisse solves them. Or tells me to go jump off a bridge. 240. Now I'm curious what happens when we crank up the like this should be absolute chaos. I just set the strength, the prompt strength to 75%. Yeah, or just forget some, yeah. That just means I'm not being persistent enough. It takes longer to interpolate the footage than it does to generate the actual animation frames. That's wild. Oh, that's cool. Should we do Castaway, but it's Woody, not Tom Hanks? $73 seconds to do 96 frames. That is wild. Yeah, so beware using this process in this VAE decode step. You're gonna need like 17 gigs of VRAM. What will likely happen is it will just water wheel into your system RAM and take longer. But I'm sure you could just go set up a batch that just goes image to image and dumps them in a folder. Boom, 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 boom. Just decode them on every step. Oh, that's why it would be slow, because we have to VAE decode that to use it as the... Interesting. Yeah, so the higher the prompt, the more erratic the... Yeah, that's useless. Oh, the clip safe... Hello? Check. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Words, words, words. Hello? Sometimes my mic wigs out. Can you hear me? Check. 1, 2. It's the second link there. I just renamed it. Just renamed it to whatever that is, the clip. Yeah, I want to leave YouTube. Yeah, I just renamed it to like... And then you put it in the ComfyUI models clip folder. I know everything is model.safetensors. Are you sure I'm not saying anything? Please put some music on in the background. I don't play music on my streams because it always gets copy stricken. Even if it's my music. The hell's that about? And when I say my music, I mean my music. I literally got demonetized once for playing music I wrote. Yep. So that's 0.3, so 30%. It's definitely more. The reason I sped up the footage is because at 12 frames per second, when this is done, this should act like 24 frames per second as opposed to 48. Yeah. Because this one here is more or less real time. It's just 12 frames per second because it's skipping every other frame. And we're interpolating this footage. So yeah, there we go. The idea is to try to get it a little smoother without making it too wibbly wobbly. It's pretty wibbly wobbly. That's a technical term, wibbly wobbly. Glibbity glibbly, you know, wibbly blibbly, little zobbly gloobly. So what if we change this to like two men playing basketball in the park? Do do do. Decoding. Decoded. Oh, his hand turned into a basketball. See? I'm so glad I'm not saving PNG sequences for these. I like how it keeps changing into like pullover sweatsuits and stuff. Yeah, it really wants to be cool, but it's not quite there. If we could figure out how to do this with AnimateDiff, though, that'd be pretty cool. All right. Are you done? Yeah, you're done. Ball is life. Save this workflow one more time so I have it. And let's pivot. All right. I saw a really cool video today by Lovis Odin. Let me find the... So, this is by Lovis, and his Twitter is this. Follow him. Okay, so as you can see, we've got audio reactive things happening. And I think you're using Cinema 4D here, maybe. That's what you said. Which is affecting the depth map because it's, the 3D scene. Oh, and then we're using the depth map information to dream new stuff on it with AnimateDiff. It's very smart, very cool. It's how I wanted to do it. I just haven't gotten around to trying it yet. The reason it's awesome most specifically is that when you generate a depth map with 3D software like Cinema 4D or Blender or whatever you use, it's not an estimation. It's the actual depth map generated by the GPU while it's rendering the stuff. So it doesn't flicker. It doesn't waver. It's not incorrect ever. It's always exactly what you need, the distance of the object away from the camera. And that's all you need for a depth map. So we're going to build an audio visualizer in Blender, and we're going to render out depth maps, and we're going to try and run an AnimateDiff run on it and see if we can get it to sync back up to the audio. So I'm just going to grab drum loop from Splice. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. What's going on, Splice? Wake up. There we go. House. So many house drums here. Let's see. Bass loop. I'm going to turn on my my desktop audio for this section so you guys can hear what I hear. Turn it down a little bit because it might be a little loud. You guys hear that? Hopefully. Is it too loud? Let me know if it's too loud. I'll turn it down. Ooh, that was too loud for me. Drum grooves. Sharing files? I could. Yeah, if you want the workflow. It's just the same workflow that we were just doing, but I can send it over to you. No problemo. Looking for just a simple... So I'm going to use this because I already have it, but I'm also going to add a kick. So let's just load up Ableton real quick. Ableton Live. Turn it down a bit. Actually, that'll be perfect right there. So we have both those. So let's just slap those two together real quick. And what I'm actually going to do is boop, 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 boop. So loud. Relax. Oh, yeah, I'll share the Blender file after, sure. All right, easy peasy. We don't want to do a long clip because we want to render a bunch of times and see, you know, how it looks. So I'm just going to do 8 bars. Yeah, 8 bars. And then what I'm going to do is actually render the whole thing. So let me add a little bit of flavor. I'm just going to do a real dirty mix. Apologies if that's loud. One sec. Oh, you probably can't even hear that because it's on my ASIO device, so that's fine. That's good. So what I'm going to do is solo the kick, and I'm going to export the kick to my desktop for ease. Kick. And then we'll just do the whole beat. Drums. Yeah, that's okay. I'm about to close Ableton. Nah. All right. Sorry, I didn't save that beautiful beat I just made. All right, we're going to go into Blender, and we're going to go to the video sequencer. All right, we're going to drop those 2 tracks I just made. So we'll do drums.wave and kick.wave. God damn, Blender, why are you so loud? All right, let me find out why it's so damn loud. Oh, wait, I rendered the kick twice because I'm stupid. Give me 1 second. Actually, I don't actually need this one to be active. Yeah, I just need the kick for Blender. Okay, there we go. So we just got our kick, and we got to figure out exactly how long it is. Let's go to our timeline. I think it's 360 frames. Looks pretty right to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, beautiful. All right. So we have our little file, and it's in Blender, and we're making a 360 frame animation, which is way longer than I thought, but that's okay because we can just do shorter versions and render them out. So what we want to do is make something wiggle to that kick. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a simple... I don't know if I can generate a depth map from this, but we're going to try it. We're going to do a round cube, and I'm going to set the... Hold on, let me get rid of all this crap. Oh, Blender. Oh, Blender. Actually, no, I'm going to make you the 3D viewport, and then, yeah, thank you. So let's add a round cube and go down to the settings and give it a radius of 1 to make it a circle. We're going to edit it. We're going to subdivide it. And then in the subdivision, we're going to add the smoothness to 1 and we're going to do 2 cuts. So it's pretty sphericular. Pretty sphericular. And now we're going to slide over to cycles and look at it in GPU mode. Take it down to about 16 samples and put the denoiser on. So hopefully this should be nice and fast to iterate upon. If this sucks, I'm going to do it a different way. But hopefully this will give us a smoother cube than the other method I was sort of planning on. Shader editor. We're going to go in here for the shader for here. We're going to go to its settings. And we're going to change it from bump only to displacement and bump. The reason we're doing that is we are going to use a displacement shader to make this thing wiggle around. Hopefully. All right. Height will be a wave texture. Blah 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 blob blob. 5 is probably fine, and I think we're just gonna wiggle the phase offset on the beat, and it's gonna go whoop 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 to the beat, and we're gonna just fly around it and stuff. Then we're gonna turn that into a big old jelly ball in AnimateDiff. So we got our kicks. But we need to make the kicks tie to this. So how do we do that? We open up now. It's been a while for me, so bear with me, but I'm pretty sure we go into our graph editor and we look at everything. Now we want to it's been a while. Come on, brain, you know you want to do this. We want to basically, I want to bake the F curves to a curve, and then I want to use that curve on the phase offset. But it's honestly been a little while, and I probably should have looked this up before I started. But we're just freestyling it, so YOLO. I've done this before. I know I'm just doing one thing wrong. Video sequencers here, bake. No. I could have sworn it was in the graph editor. Oh, I know. I have to have a thing. So let's make a keyframe on the phase offset. Then we go to the keyframe, and here I want to bake sound to F curves. Bing bong. Okay. Now we pick our kick track, kick.wave. Hey! All right, we got our little jiggler. That's pretty cool. So it looks like crap right now because it's not subdivided, but once we subdivide it a bit, you know, it'll look really cool, especially if we can get the depth maps from this. So let's figure out how else we can make it look cool. Add some distortion. Yeah. And we'll make it spin like that. And then we can grab these here, and am I not in the graph editor? Yeah, here. Here we go. We'll go to our modifiers, and is it envelope? Add control point. Here? No, add a control point at the beginning. Might be easier just to go in and grab all the tubs. Oh, we could scale it. Yeah, we'll just scale it. Why are you not? Excuse me. You. That's weird. It's not letting me scale it. Did I do something wrong? Oh, I know what I have to do. The F curves need to be unbaked. Unbaked curve. Yeah. That do it? Am I blind? I thought you unbaked it and it worked. As you can tell, it's been a while since I've done this. Maybe it's because the envelope. Ah, it was. All right, so now we can just grab it. But we only want this one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Blender. Double click. Okay. Yeah, now we can make it more wiggly, less wiggly. And then it's also we could do, what if the X also we bake the sound of the F curves for the kick? Whoops, I probably should have done that, you know, on the 1. Yeah. Channel, bake sounds to F curves, kick. That's weird. I've got a couple extra kicks. That's just nauseating. Let's delete that. Camera. Let's track to Bezier circle. 0 to -100. Nope. Cameras at 0, 0. Toss an empty in the center. Point the camera at the empty. Perspective. All right, well that's working. I'm gonna kill the audio in Blender so that you guys don't lose your minds with that kick, because that is annoying as hell. Video sequencer. Can I just mute this? Mute strip. There we go. Okay. We know it's in time. We're good to go. So let's go 1024 because we don't need many bigger than that. We're just making AnimateDiff. So if I'm right, actually, you know what? I'm also going to stop the rotation of the cube itself because I think it looks dumb. Yeah, we're already spinning and wiggling and blibbling and blobbing. So the other thing I can do then is increase the scale of the effect. That should maybe less. Ooh, that looks better. Yeah. All right, and let's zoom in on the camera. All right, and it would be actually cool, I think, if maybe the camera was a little crazy. And we can add a few more of these, I think. So what if we had multiple of these? All right, we got our round cube. So let's hide it. Create a plane and then go into our geometry nodes and new. I'm gonna make a grid. On that grid, we are going to distribute points on faces. Yeah. All right. Actually, no, we're going to use a 3D grid. Who made the 3D grid? I forget. Was it Aaron? Actually, we don't need a grid. We need a cube. We need a cube. Cube. And instead of distribute points on faces, we're going to distribute points on, yeah, bake sound F curve, and then unbake the curve to edit it. Distribute points in volume. But this isn't a volume. I swear there's a node for this. I want to distribute points inside the mesh. On mesh? No, in mesh. Can we mesh to volume maybe? All right. Let's do this. All right. And then distribute points in volume. Oh. Yeah. That's what I wanted. All right, cool. But I want a Poisson disc. Oh, grid. Oh, not a grid. Oh, I mean, that works. Whoops. No, I just crashed Blender. This is a good teachable moment. Don't go sliding things you don't understand until you end up robbing your computer of RAM. I'm probably going to go offline while this crashes. Let me see if I can get it killed before it kills me. Whew, we got lucky there. Okay. That was my fault. I turned a thing way down way too low that I shouldn't have turned down way too low. All right, let's try that again. How's Blender's autosave tonight? We're going to place bets? Is my whole project gone? What do you think? I don't know either. File recover last session? No, that ain't it. File recover autosave. That's pretty good. All right, you know what? That's fine. I'm not going to mess with it too much. We're going to just turn the density down until they're not touching each other. And then we're going to make the cube bigger. Oh, wow. And we're going to reduce that. Yeah. That looks like it'll be good. So now let's instance on points our round cubes. geometry to instance. Wait a minute. Really? Oh. Okay, so it's not wrong. It's just WTF. Where's all my stuff? Material. Oh, because we're not in cycles. Adder. Remove you. I'll bring you back. Hey, look at that globby, goopy mess of goobly gobbles just glopping away there. Gloobly. Blech. That's sort of more what I was looking for. All right, now let's not do the thing I did before and scale these down so that they're kind of like, yeah, 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 yeah. And then we're going to also camera, we're going to zoom in a bit on those. Get some cool motion. Maybe some of them come in and out of frame. And then we're also going to go in and add some random rotation. Random value, vector 000, 360, 360, 360. Now they should all be in different. Cool. My other idea was to make them float around a bit, but I think this is enough. We're going to get some cool depth because some of these are, you know, closer than others. And I also think I want to play with the size variation a bit. So random value. This one I'm going to use a float because I want it for all three of them for the scale. So yeah, and then basically find our min and max where we're happy with them being, you know, variated but not too big, too small. That's kind of good. A little bigger, I guess. And I'd like to find a seed where they're not touching each other. So we go here and just start playing with the seeds till we find one. Actually, don't mind if some of them are kind of glooping together. That's kind of cool. All right, now we can make, if we want, we can make them all spin on one of their axes. Like if I make this one spin, do they all spin? No. You would have to do that on a rotational basis for here. Yes. That might work. All we do is add a vector math here and just make them all spin. So frame divided by 60. Did I break that? Frame. Are they spinning? I think so. Frame divided by 6. Does that not work? Lead driver frame divided by 60. There it goes. Gross. Okay, let's get rid of this awful light. We don't actually have to do any of that because we only want to see where's our depth. It's Z, right? Or is it mist? I forget. Oh, cool. Thanks, Blender. strange. I feel like it's the... I've literally done this before and can't remember. Oh, is it just... I just have to invert it, I think. Well, Blender's not in the tab. It's over here. Layout. Yeah, I think it's just backwards. But I don't think that animation's gonna translate very well. Oh, whatever. We'll try it. How do I invert what I'm looking at? Compositing, use nodes. I want the real-time compositor on, please. Compositing you. Oh, I see. Alpha depth mist. So we don't want the image. We want the mist pass. Just render one frame real quick. That's too many samples for a depth pass. Weird. Mist pass in worldview. Mist pass. Ah, yes. Bingo bango. Oh, and the background should be black though, right? No? I just got to invert it, I guess, after. Hmm. Hello, hello. Okay, I just gotta figure out how to render this damn thing. Render. Just want the mist pass. How to render just the mist pass in Blender. Enable it in the camera properties. Render the... Oh, render the image and use the mix pass. I see. Okay, all right. Where's my thing? Come back, Blender. Okay, so compositing, I'm going to open up over here. All right. What's your problem? Okay, whatever. Mist pass, let's mix it. Mix the mist pass, but like at 100. I want to show the combined, I guess. Does that work? No. What do you render? You don't work either. Cool. Why? Don't you love Blender sometimes? Depth. What did I miss? What did I miss? Render mist depth in Blender. You can enable it for the view layer with the name view layer like this. I wish I knew Blender Python more. I feel like that right there is how you do it, but what's up with this? Oh. You know, having the thing enabled in the viewport might help a little bit. Okay, that's still broken. Was a missed pass? Hey, hello. Okay. But we still have the white background. But the stuff that's closer is dark. So I think if I just invert it, it should be fine. Yeah? What do y'all think? YOLO? YOLO. All right, let's do it. Let's see how bad it is. Temp, bouncing, balls, depth. Render, go. I'm gonna let this render out, and then when it's done, we'll try an animation. If it still looks terrible, which I think it might, I'll try something where you can really see what the audio reactivity is doing. I think that's the biggest problem with this is it may not be immediately apparent what's changing. Yeah, see, they just jiggle a little bit. I want them to jiggle more. But maybe it'll look cool when it's going. Who knows? Let's let it render. What's everybody else working on right now? Tell me about it. I'm going to go grab a drink. I'm going to be right back. Oh, sick. Drop a link for that interactive fish tank if you got one. I'd like to see that. You have that on Twitter or anything? I've only heard of S Mode, but I don't really know what it is. Is it like Touch Designer? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. Oh, is that all? Nice. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Free version you can do. Oh, that looks fun. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Or just a video of it in action or whatever. That'd be cool. Close, close, close. How's this doing? Really only a 67? Oh, I should probably leave it up because it goes a lot faster. I swear, Blender like won't work if you're not watching it. It's so weird. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna check S mode out. Looks super interesting. I love that I'm essentially getting away with 16 frames here because we're just making 16 samples because we're just making dev maps. So who cares? Yeah, I had that enabled, but then it didn't work, so I don't know. Might work now though. Oh, nice. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm also blown away with what people are getting with Unreal Engine 5 and just like setting up cameras and rendering it out there. Might not be like real time, but it's way faster than like Blender rendering path traced renders. Depth, normalize, mix. I think I'm just going to let this one finish. I mean, we don't even need this many frames to do what I'm doing, so this is fine. I've got enough frames. But let's try your thing there. So we got our Z-Pass enabled. Yeah, like it didn't understand the depth map, even with the Z. Yeah, it's just white. So you're saying depth to normalize to mix black and white. What? Yeah, I don't think it gets the depth though. Use the normalize as the blend. Mix the depth with black, you said? Right? Normalize. There is no normalize. Yeah, I just don't think this works, man. This is a 3090 value. Yeah, like I just don't think it's getting the depth map information. What if I do the mist? Or not mix it with the image you're saying. Just give me the depth. Sent the setup I'm in on Discord. Depth normalize. Vector normalize to mix. Oh, maybe I had the wrong normalize. Depth. Mix. Oh, into the factor. Right. I missed the factor part. Depth into normalize into that, and then oh, we can't see it with the. That's funny. Can't see it in the viewport even with the thing on. That's crazy. So yeah, that's better. It's immediately better. Although I don't know if that's better than the mist, honestly. I don't know if that's better than the mist. Let me see the mist again. Our mist pass. Mist settings are... Where are they again? Render. Missed. Damn it, where is that? Down here? No. Missed pass. I feel like I'm not getting the detail that I was. Yeah, I think the missed pass is better. It's hard to say. Oh, I wonder if you just did a little bit of the... Yeah, like I wonder if that... Like if you just add like a little bit of the original image in there to help with the depth passes, because it's all black and white anyway. Like I wonder if that would make it more... If the depth... Make the ControlNet depth maps like more sticky, you know what I mean? Like that. Maybe 1.5. I'm going to try that real quick. And I'm going to do it at 512 by 512 because it should be way faster. Step 2. That's kind of a hack, but I think this will make it look cooler. I think. Certainly rendering a lot faster. Yeah. Have to think about that though. That might not work. I might have to invert it. Invert the depth map before. Hold on. We can big brain this. No, the invert goes here. So what if that's at 0.15 now? Sort of. Where's our missed pass? No, yeah. Lost too much of the invert. The invert really breaks the missed pass. Holy shit. Yeah, that just looks bad everywhere. Or Here's yuck. Okay, well that sucks. That's weird, right? Shouldn't be that bad. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The problem is I get good maps. I get great great ones when they're backwards, but if I invert them it looks like crap. And I'm trying to figure out why. See? That's awful. They've just all gone completely gray. Ah, RGB was the problem. Oh no, it's not working now. We're back to where we were. It's just not doing anything. Okay, let's think. Yeah. That's what she said. How can we just reverse the color? Well, okay. So what if I maybe it's just this horrible thing. Save this depth map and put you on the desktop. Depth map. All right, and then photo P. Invert. Okay, so it's literally just it's a blender thing. I do want to get that background black, black though, which means this has to be very white, which means, oh, probably because we're in friggin' Filmic, right? There we go. Depth map.png. Depth map.png. Invert. Hey, Filmic was the problem. Filmic was the problem. Okay, that's fine. I think I can invert them with Comfy. So let's just render it like this because what the hell, Blender? Really, what the hell, Blender? I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm a little mad. All right, let's do it now. Everything's fine. We'll just invert them. Yeah, maybe. I think we're still going to run into the same problem, but yeah, let's try that. Yeah, you see how it's like almost got no... You see how it's almost got no variance whatsoever, but in the other way it does? Like, what the actual hell? Guess I could just do that. Terrible. Let's do it. I love it. That's the worst. Yeah, exactly. I like to struggle on live stream because, you know, Like it's not always everything just works and everybody's happy. It's a lot of slogging with this stuff. I want people to not be afraid to just dive in and break it. Okay, good. And then let's kill my desktop audio for now. There we go. If it works, is it wrong? Yeah, exactly. All right, whatever. This should be interesting. This would actually be a really cool QR code ControlNet mask as well. Yeah, that's way faster. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I know. It's so exciting. I love the idea of like making stuff and then using it to drive other stuff. It's like sampling and looping like with music, you know, it's just like grabbing bits and pieces and reusing them. It's like even like Luma key masking of footage you've already done, you know, it gives you options. EXR in DWAB is smaller than PNG and you will have a good gradient color. EXR in DWAB. EXR. DWAB. DWAB. Cool. I'll try that. Can Comfy open those though? It changed mid. Oh, look at that. It changed mid save. I did not know that it did that. That's crazy. So I want to do 213 to 296, 213, 296. I'll try that next time. Wonder if there's a way to get windows to preview them too. But you can use half float. Oh yeah. Just right click up here and just say split tab. And it'll create a second tab on the side, and then you can do whatever there. If MVI Top's complaining about this, you just hit Control minus until your font is small enough that it fits in your window. All right, that's good. That's good. File. Okay, so that we have a full depth map animation. So let's load up my workflow. Comfy workflows. This one? I see Zangief. All right. So let's load up that image or the thing we made, the balls. Let's load the balls. All right, we got some balls. Our cap, we're just gonna go with like 24 just to see what it do. Mask here, about our image here, int into here. We are good to go. Load 24 frames. We're gonna load it into. Let's do QR code. Screw depth, and we'll do a strength of 0.75 and see what our balls do. So let's do gooey liquid jam balls, dripping, viscous candy, molten hot candy. Yeah. Animate diffs, you're good. Blah blah blah, you're good. No motion lowers are loaded. We'll do. I just downloaded Deliberate. Let's do Deliberate. There you are. AI models. Skadoosh. And then refresh. Deliberate. I know, right? That's it. And that's it. 16. Yep. Blurp, blurp, blurp. Temporal diff. Yep. Blah, blah. Gluey, gooey liquid jam balls. Beautiful. Everything's set up. Everything's hunky-dory. Everything's running through. We got our images. We don't pre-processing nothing. Everybody's happy. We're not using the IPA. Let's kick it. What's the matter? Oh, you're fine. Okay. We got our goo balls. We got Aku balls. Whoa, hold on. Who the hell was on my computer rendering at 960 by 1280? What kind of absolute unit was doing that? Oh no, my grid's too high. It's gonna break my whole thing. Blech. Manager, no. You. Let's get that grid size back down to something silly. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be 512 by 512 because that's what the depth maps are. Go. And you should render mooch faster. Interesting. Okay, let's give it all the strength. 1.1. All the strength. And let's do... I want to do 64 frames. So I want to go through the context window 4 times. Where are you, bud? There you are. Let's do 64 frames. Okay. Yeah, that should be enough to see if we're getting our movements. That's trippy. They're like gooey jawbreakers or something. Yeah, I was talking to my friend Dr. Scott, and he's a data scientist and a teacher, and he does audio model stuff and lots of high-level brain thinking. And we were talking about the LCM models, and we're just talking about them now again. And he says the LCM thing still bugs me from like a mathematical perspective. It still seems like getting something for nothing. Like he was describing it as like a perpetual motion machine last night. Because like you shouldn't be able to infer images at that low of a step count with that kind of clarity. Feels like something's wrong. We've made a deal with the devil or something. This is kind of cool. The thing about audio reactivity in AnimateDiff is that it's hard to tell. Like, unless we'll have to do something where it's a lot more obvious what's reacting to the kick. Like maybe we'll just bounce a cube up and down or something, so we can really see what's going on. But it's distinguishing what's happening with the input footage versus what's happening with AnimateDiff and the context window and the sliding and all that. But it's interesting. Let's try bowl of vivid glass marbles wobbling around and smashing into each other. Intricate glass designs. Yeah, intricate glass designs. And I'm going to swap out the model because both of those are kind of awesome. Let's try epic realism. Yep, and let's add cinematic lighting. Yeah. And you know what else? I am going to pop some FreeU in there. Speaking of getting stuff for free. Yeah. Cool. Cool. All right. So FreeU gives us potentially better looking, more contrasty frames, but it can also give us flickering in the animation. So we'll see what we get. I like these nice short runs because they finish in like 2 minutes. So it's not annoying as hell to sit here and watch it render. Also, I'm only doing this with QR code right now. We should switch to depth as well and see what that does. Since we generated, depth maps. Maybe we should use them with the depth ControlNet. Well, no, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's do depth. Depth, and let's do 0.8. And yeah, I don't know. Let's do the same prompt. I like that prompt. That came out really neat. Might be cool to put the either put a little bit of a camera shake on it, or wiggle around the target empty a bit so that the camera is moving around. But I also don't want to break up the simple fluidity of it either. If we get a good run, I'll do a long one and it'll look cool. I also want to do a really simple one where we just bounce a cube up and down to the beat and, see if that translates or not. These will look really good rendered to higher res, I think. Ooh, depth is cool. Whoa. Should we stack these maybe? I feel like QR code did a way better job with the background. But man, these balls look great. Look at those balls. Look at my balls, YouTube. Look at my balls. Not really. Image load cap 64. Yeah. And so that looks great. So let's what was I gonna do? Oh yes, I'm gonna stack ControlNets. I'm gonna stack ControlNets till I get what I want. Alright, so we've got this ControlNet, and that's fine. And that's great. But we've also like to add one more. Yeah. That's not gonna be enough room. I knew it. I knew it. Dang. Okay, so this one will be QR code. And then this control net goes in here, and then we're going to get the positive clip. We're going to get the negative clip. We're going to send y'all into y'all. And then y'all into, I think you already are, but y'all into y'all. Right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. All right, and we're gonna do you at like 0.5. We're gonna do you at 0.8, and we're just gonna see what happens. Of course. How silly of me. Double ControlNet, 11 gigs of VRAM. That's not bad. For some reason, I thought the second ControlNet would take way more VRAM. I've actually discovered that thresholding the QR codes is not as amazing as I thought it was. And that having some gradient in the QR codes actually does some really cool stuff. But yeah. There's probably a way to do a threshold run in Blender as well. Spit that out. Whoops, forgot to turn my camera back on. What are you guys listening to? You got bumping in the background. I got 80s stuff going. Some 80s stuff. Because I'm old. See all this? Extremely old. Genesis. I'm listening to Genesis. Feels like it takes longer with 2 ControlNets, though. What do we get on assembly? Oh, 20.6 gigs of VRAM. Spicy. Didn't fix the background problems. That might be okay, though. Hallucinogen. Does that sound familiar? Are they like industrial? Oh, right on. Nice. Oh, that's cool. He's in Spangle. Very cool. I'll check that out. Yeah, we've lost any semblance of the audio reactivity. But honestly, that's my fault. So let's go back to the drawing board for a minute. I think I could fix that. If I just, yeah, thank you. So let's hide that. Yeah. And we're going to add a simple cube. A simple cube. What was it? 360? A simple cube wobbling around in space. Light area. Excuse me. Area. Oh no. Never delete everything. I hit a button and now there we go. No. Damn you. Sometimes, Blender, I want to throw you off a cliff. There we go. All right. Now my center of my scene just isn't in the center of... I want my... No. No. There we go. I did it. All right. Cube. What else did I break? No, that's fine. Cube's doing its cubular thing. It's being very cubular. Let's shrink the cube, shall we? Yeah. And all we're going to do with that cube is we're going to make it expand to the beat. So let's make it expand on the Z axis. So switching to the graph editor, going to our first frame. I'm hitting I on the scale. Yeah, frame sync is awesome. I love it. Z scale. We are going to bake an F curve to this channel. Boink. And we're going to grab our, not D drive, C drive, nope, desktop. Kick.wave. Bump, 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 bump. All right, so at least we're going to know if our thing is doing audio reactive things. Yeah. So another thing I want to do maybe is in my camera, I'm going to add a little bit of a shake just to give it some wobbler blobulation. And then I'm going to actually also add a big ground layer as well. And I'm going to try and make sure we never intersect with it by looking at our curve and seeing if it goes below the threshold. It doesn't, but the camera might there. So let's just pull that one up a little bit. Yeah. And now we'll have like this cool, this is actually an idea that, oh, my brain sucks. Lovis gave me. To have a ground plane so you can sort of have two things. Actually, maybe we had a ceiling too. Interesting. Cool. I'm going to turn that shake back off because I think it's just going to be nauseating. Yeah. All right. And I just want to move the whole thing. So I want to unbake my curve. And I just want to move it, oh, not on the y-axis. I just want to move it up a bit so that it never goes all the way to completely small. So now I'm just going to bevel it. Where's my cube? Let's just add a bevel modifier. Make it easy. Let's have a look at you. 0.1, 0.2. Yeah. Can we shade smooth? Does it look like shoe? It looks not too bad. There we go. The whitest in the floor, roof gradient squished. Yeah. Yeah, like I wonder if you could just do this with shaders, right? Because we know it just needs to be black and white, so maybe I just add the like ambient occlusion instead of depth, and then like just make shaders for the bottom and the top. Like you could really go wild with this. Because you could just look dev your actual depth map, right? You don't have to actually generate a depth map. I'm curious what this looks like as a depth map, though. So how do I get the real-time compositator on? Yeah, so our problem now is we've lost our fun. I can't tell where that's supposed to be updating. Oh, okay, this sucks. Oh, wait, yeah, because I can just look at the mist pass. Ah. It's backwards, right? No, it's going further away. What do we think? I think it's gonna look bad. Like, where's the ceiling, yo? Okay, they're both there, but far away. I love how this has nothing to do with what the end result looks like. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if I'm not smarter to just go fuck cycles, right? And none of these, we don't do, we do emissions, right? The cube, same deal, emission shader, right? Now, how can we calculate depth on a shader? Or would it be cooler to do this. Maybe we can use it wrong. Maybe we can use it wrong. Maybe we can use it incorrectly. To great effect. Okay, you... this is super confusing. Let's just fill this. No. No. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. And you too. Oh, that's better. Okay. Yeah, 3D viewport. And... Jeez. All right, thank you. Okay, so we have this guy, right? And now what if we just... where'd it go? Blender! Ambient occlusion. Skadoosh. What's the thing to do for that? Oh, does ambient occlusion look like shit in Eevee? Is this still a cycles thing? Oh, we'll be here for 2 minutes. Sorry, folks. We're loading render kernels for the first time. I'm pretty sure the ambient occlusion node needs cycles to appear. I think I'm just going to delete my balls when it comes back. Balls are cool, but they're not audio reactive. But they do make a cool animation. That marble thing is awesome. I'm going to make a long one of that because that's wicked. All right, let's let Blender blend and have a look at this. Yeah, because this is very cool. I really like the last one too. Videos. AI comfy output. Film. Kind of just giving me an overall. It's not exactly what I want. Trying to think of the best way to shade this. So let's look at our texture coordinates. go with our vector math. Then we're going to grab the length. Really? Ooh, that's scale. It's a bad way to grow it. Oh, right. Yeah. So now need to find a way to make it grow that isn't a scale because it looks like shit. Also my shader went to hell when I applied the transformation. Where'd it go? Oh, that's the I'm gonna just do movement instead. All right. So camera movement. So our empty position. Not you. The cube. Yeah. That's what I want. All right, so pardon me. Let's get our graph editor back up. Go to our Z location. And that's the one I'm going to bake the curve to. Grab my kick. And I'm going to put the empty just a little bit up so that it's like right. All right, this sucks, but it'll at least give us an idea of what's going on. Now, if we unbake these, and if will it let me? Oh, LOL. No difference at that level. All right. And what if we want that to... Not you. Just go back and forth. It'd be cool to be able to just have it go forth, boink, 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 boink every time. Probably do that with a driver. Someone smarter than me. All right, and then the other thing I want to do is do the same thing with those planes. Give them these. Let's do texture coordinate. Camera CU. Yeah, not camera object. Yes. Length. Yeah. Color. Let's do the wireframe. Where are you? Cube. That should be interesting enough. And I think the cube material. Maybe? We're still in cycles. Yeah, it's fine in Eevee. You know, I bet the ambient occlusion for node fucking works when you turn ambient occlusion on. Maybe that's why it wasn't working. And if that's the case, LOL. Let's find out. Oh, who'da thunk it, eh? Boy, do I feel stupid. All right. Let's get rid of that. Segments, wireframe. Or maybe that wireframe is good. Hides the bullshit. Yeah, that's cool. That should be interesting. See what it makes. Well, I feel like it might be backwards. Like that kind of situation. Oh, that might be crazy. Accidentally dope. I need math. Too much of the that circle so much. That's probably good. Actually, the yeah, I think everything's a little smoother now. Hopefully this. Super interested to see what this does because it's like it looks like a depth map, but it's not at all a depth map. I was thinking if the inside of the cube was really dark, it would do like a tesseract thing where like it would be far away inside the cube, and maybe you could like have a scene inside of a cube because it's far away. But it would probably turn into goo, but maybe not. Mm-hmm. This will be able to tell if it's audio reactive or not. Boop, 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 boop. It's not that complicated. How's it going, Reese? It's basically just all I did during the pandemic, so, you know. Blender is using 9 gigs of VRAM to do this. I think you could do it with less. I think it's just being a pig. Oh, my thing's set on top chat. Hope I didn't miss anything on live chat. If I missed what you said, I think it's because I had my thing on top chat. So sorry in advance, or behind rather, if I missed what you said and you said something to me. If I didn't answer, please repeat yourself. I have it on live chat now, so I should see everything. Render. Actually, I could render the rest of this later. We don't need anywhere near that many frames. All right, let's see what our cube looks like. I'm gonna use the same prompt. Should have probably turned off the QR code one. Whatever. Let's see what it do. Let's see what it do. Let me get rid of the vids and pull up the thing. Yeah. Oh, did I break MVI top? Come on back. Couldn't tell if it's at 18 gigs or 10 gigs, but it's 10. I'm going to stand up and stretch my legs, so I'm not going anywhere. You should stand up and stretch your legs, or don't. I'm not your mom. You do you. Don't you love watching some guy's machine render for hours on stream? What's wrong with you? I'd watch it too. Come on. Hey, Salim. Salim? I'm terrible at pronouncing people's names, but hello. Hey, look at it bounce. So we're getting more quality from FreeU, but it's a lot flickerier in my opinion. You see how the lighting keeps changing quite a bit? So I'm actually going to disable FreeU for now. Go away. All right. Let's... I kind of like that prompt. I'm going to get rid of the smashing because I think... So let's go prism cube, holographic, glitter, sparkle, intricate glass, cinematic lighting. Yeah, yeah. And we're still using epic realism. Let's try... Let's try realistic vision. Yeah, let's try that. Workflow. Yeah, the workflow's on my Discord. If you go to pers.xyz, the link to my Discord's at the top, and all the workflows are in the resources section. You can just load it up, install the missing nodes, and go off to the races. Here's the link. Pers.xyz. So yeah, if you go to my website, it's right here. Link's right there. And you just hop in, and then on the Discord, they're in the... if you go to the resources channel, the workflow is right here. And here's the links to download the stuff you'll need for it, and you can have fun. There's some mask packs on there as well, and some open pose animations. So I'm gonna keep adding more. Goodies in there. So yeah, I've got another mask pack in the works, and I've got some more open pose animations in the works. Just give you guys some building blocks to have fun, and because sometimes it's annoying to generate this stuff yourself, especially if you don't know how to use Blender, because it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, Discord's there, and if you like what I do and you want to support, you can hit up the Patreon. Members get access to a special channel on my Discord, but all the knowledge will always be free. I won't be putting any of that behind the paywall. It's just if you want to support what I'm doing and you want to be part of the Fun Supporters Club. But, as of now, there's no, special derp perks. Everyone gets everyone gets the files and the knowledge. At some point, I might do some cool stuff as a gift to my supporters, but I don't want to put the knowledge behind the paywall because... yeah. Everyone should be able to play with it, right? Oh, I'm no superhero, but thank you. Is Homelander a superhero? I don't think so. Yeah, it'd be cool to get a something that's trained on like animals in the wild and their rigs and stuff, because then we could get like, if you had footage of like a cheetah running or something, you could get the open pose structure for it and like, I don't know, change it into like big fat guy or something. It'd be hilarious. Thanks, Canon. I have no idea what's involved in making an open pose ControlNet, because you'd have to download like thousands of open pose animations. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, this is useless. But that should be in time. So what if we... How much do we need for like a bar? 2 bars. Is that a bar? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, okay. So let's do the whole shebang. How long could it take? I guess we'll find out. Actually, I should have put no cap. No cap. No cap, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it was 360. Why did it only load 238 images, though? Oh, because we only rendered 238 images. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I just want to see if it holds the beat. How long is that going to take, though? Gross. All right, let's save the old bouncing cube. E. Spin up, spinny drive. E. Thunder. And call it bouncing cube beat thing. And I'm going to create a new general plane camera. Two. We're on EV, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's do 280. Shader editor. Thank you. Nope. Emission shader. Color ramp. Constant 0.5. Oh, where are you? Wave pattern. Hello. 1. Negative tau times 2. Save. Look at us go. We're bands. If you've seen my streams, you've seen me do this 1,000 times. I've done a few tutorials on this. Not tutorials, but, you know, short form setups for how to make this stuff work. But basically, all we're doing here, just run through the node tree really quick so it makes sense. Turn off the viewport denoising. Okay. So yeah, if you seen my streams before, you know what I'm doing here. But basically, we're making a plane, like a screen, and that screen we're pointing a camera at an orthographic view, scale of 2, anywhere above the screen. And whatever resolution you set in Blender, you will have that resolution, you know, as your native resolution for the image. So yeah, it's great. So basically, like so anything I do to this node, because it is animating from 0 to tau or negative tau times 2 in this case, it's always going to loop no matter what I do with this texture, no matter what textures I plug into it, no matter what other crazy stuff we do. So like I can just start adding Just go with the vanilla stuff. Like, let's add a brick texture to the wave pattern. Like, what does that do? Oh, we got bricks on waves. That's great. Now, if we divide them, though? Okay, now we're starting to get some interesting stuff happening. We'll start changing the... go ahead and start changing the math modes and stuff until you get crazy stuff. And if you're not getting crazy stuff, when you change the math nodes, either play with these sliders or add a math node in between the two things, like an add node, and just see what your effect is doing by sliding back and forth. And this one obviously is garbage because it's less than and it's a constant, so it's only doing on or off. We want stuff like add and subtract, and then when you do this, you can basically control the effect in every which way. So subtract, you know, we want to subtract blackness from the white brick, whatever. Your texture mapping, yeah, keeps everything aligned. You can then, you know, do cool stuff. If you don't like the brick texture, which is fine, let's try Voronoi texture. Blur, blur. Wait, excuse me. Distance to subtract. Now we have a ring of bubbles that are expanding, right? And that's just going to loop perfectly every single time. And with AnimateDiff, that means your AnimateDiff animation is going to loop perfectly every single time. So yeah, have fun with that. Remember, black is nothing and white does stuff as far as the depth maps and the QR codes are concerned. So if constant is fun, but if you want 3D stuff, you just change it to ease, and then you have you know, depth maps or QR code with depth information, and then just, you know, close them off. Just get it looking exactly how you want. Play with it like that. There would be pretty cool. And you can do other cool stuff because people like Eod, he runs CG on Fire. He's got effects nodes. These nodes here that give you access to all these textures and shapes and mapping methods to really help expand this this workflow here, because these are just built-in Blender textures. But maybe I can use Eod's Voronoi because it does something really interesting. Eod's got a 2D Voronoi that if you plug it in, it gives you this really awesome point rotate thing that rotates the Voronoi pattern in place. And just like the other one, it works on 0 and tau. So what do? We start at 0, go to the end of the animation, step past 1 frame, negative tau times 2. Hit I, save it. And now our little dots are spinning as well as the wave is moving out, so you get even more fluid motion going. Little things like that add a lot. So we have this other add node that we're doing stuff with, so we can actually plug another shape or texture into this, see what it does. So let's try another one of his nodes called the crosswave is kind of interesting. You can always pull our vector from the main mapping, or if you want to get saucy, you can run a second mapping, take your texture coordinate from the object, but then run that mapping through, and then you get a kind of parallax effect because whatever you have plugged in here. So now this one sort of makes like these like infinity symbol type things. Now we can actually pull the infinity symbols through the texture while it's going, because it's got a different texture coordinate. So we can actually like, yeah, we have access to all these different things and they can all feed into each other directly. Or if we use the same mapping, it will move, it'll move with everything. Boom. It'll do what the other ones are doing. And then when you play with it, it'll, yeah. It's very interesting. That's what the crosswave pattern does. That's the sort of pattern it is. And it has 4 outputs. They're all interesting. You can do lots of cool stuff with these nodes. Not connected with Blender, just used in conjunction, yeah. Like this might actually be a really cool one for like a forest or something. And you can change the direction of the waves as well. If you don't want the circles, you can have them sort of feed out or up and down. This one would I think I might actually render this one. I like it a lot. And then you can speed it up by changing the scale of the wave texture, right? By adding more sort of things that are happening. Or you can just make it really... And then the wave, because the wave is rotating through its phase offset, you can play with the distortion as well. And yeah, you get all kinds of cool stuff. But let's try this with Y. I like it sort of as doors. Yeah. I think I'm going to go 0.5. Yeah, that's interesting. I like that. It's a little slow, but I think it'll be cool sped up too. Cross wave waves. 1024, that's fine. PNG. I'm actually going to just render it as a video. It'll be faster. I love that you can render an Eevee with almost no VRAM at all. It just doesn't care. It probably would if I was doing more than 2 colors on an emissive plane, but whatever. Ooh, the game controller that was sitting on top of my computer is quite warm. I believe I will set it down on my desk. Yeah, totally. GLSL image to image, GLSL deforum. Devin here made a GLSL interpreter, shader toy interpreter for deforum once. Super sick. What are you doing with the math node? It was sick. The hell? Your 3090's only doing 49.9 seconds per iteration? Yeah. Just brute forcing how many frames? 360 frames through the buffer. I bet this one's going to hit the VAE decoder hard. It is only 512 by 512 though. We shall see. Uh, 24 gigs. Oh, 17 gigs a hit. Ouch. I don't know. I just like it. Discord live message channel? What's that? Save video. Oh, downloads. Okay, let's see if it matches up. Feel like it might not. Maybe it will. Discord live message channel? Just general, I guess. Okay, let me turn my desktop audio back on. Okay. Yeah, comfy output. No, I just downloaded that file, so it'll be in downloads. Yes. Hello. And then desktop drums.wave. Okay, so where's my... Excuse me. Resolve. Audio. Do it. Speakers. Okay, hopefully y'all can hear this. Oh my god, that's loud. Whoa! That's so dope. So the background matters less than just having a surface. Like the fact that the surfaces are moving in the background, I don't think is actually like being picked up. But the fact that there are surfaces is being picked up. Like it's on a stage, right? And I like that. The ceiling, probably not necessary, but might be able to put a texture on the ceiling and just have it sort of like waving or something. But this is really sick. Yeah, how many frames is... How many frames is that, I wonder? That's all I gotta render, right? How long is that? Thumb. 512 by 512, sure. Videos, thumb. Properties. Deedles. So it's 7 and some though. And how many frames is that? It's not half. It's yeah. Whatever. Let's just try and guess. Let's pump that whole shebangle out. Thump full. Actually, I'm gonna just heal. And deliver and thump. Well, 512 at 512. Go. All right, and I'd like to upscale that because it looks like crap. So maybe I'll just do that. Do I have topaz? Where are you? There's the thumper. I had to minimize. I can't. It's got too many dang windows. All right. Videos. Let's 1080 by 1080. Leave that alone. Enhance it and audio mode. Copy. Do it. All right. Let's drop the thumper on Twitter, shall we? We did it. We made it thump. 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 15. Yeah, we did. All right. X movies. AI comfy UI renders. Are you gonna work? Are you gonna be loud as shit? Did it get deleted? Where'd it go? Nah, you know what? I'm just gonna do it with Resolve because I've noticed every time I throw it through Topaz, it's the audio's not. Yeah, the audio's not bang on. So let's try just doing it here the silly way. Project settings, 1080 by 1080. Gloop, bloop. Yeah, let's just deliver that. Thumb. Full, just overwrite it. Yeah. render job failed as the clip could not be processed. What does that mean? Topaz is so greedy. All right. Videos. Yeah, screw it. It's not upscaled, but it's in time. And that's the most important thing. Where are you, videos? We made a cube bounce on stream and it only took 3. Hold on. And it only took 4 hours. Let's go. Speaker. Yeah, it only took 4 hours. Not bad. Not bad. Look at that cube bounce. Well, I'm proud. I'm proud of us. I think we accomplished something really, really, really important here tonight. It bounces. 4 hours, that's my cutoff time. I am going to shut this down. This has been really fun. I'm going to do some more videos probably tonight. Some longer ones and try some different animation methods and see if I can get some cool things cool things happening. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hanging around. I know that was crazy. But, you know, it only took us 4 hours to get this result. So, you know, your mileage may vary. Now that we've been through it together, you can probably do it faster. But that's cool. That's why we do this. Thanks for hanging out. And, yeah, as always, my Patreon's down there. Patreon.com/pers. If you want to support me, do it. If you don't sweat it. There's nothing behind the paywall except just one more channel on my Discord where we can shoot the shit. Hit up my website for anything else. Pers.xyz. Check out the Looking Glass contest. Win yourself a Looking Glass. Give me a spooky picture. Upload it to Looking Glass and then send them the link on the type form. It's all on their Twitter. Yeah, thank you everyone. Have a great night. And I think that's it. I got nothing else coming up. Nothing exciting. I'll be back on stream maybe tomorrow night, but probably Saturday. All right. Have a good night, everybody. And